Boeing just made a move that has defense experts scratching their heads. A fighter jet designed in the 1970s is suddenly being called a bridge to sixth-generation warfare. But here's the twist. It's not even a stealth aircraft. So how is a 50-year-old design competing with the most advanced fighters on the planet today? The answer lies in classified upgrades, billion-dollar contracts, and a strategic gamble that could reshape American air dominance. What's really going on with the F-15EX? The U.S. Air Force needed more fighter jets. Fast. Stealth fighters take years to build and cost a fortune. Production delays, maintenance challenges, and rising operational costs were creating gaps in air power readiness. That's when Boeing proposed a bold alternative. Instead of starting from scratch, they asked a radical question. What if we take a proven warhorse and turn it into something entirely new? The result was a fighter jet that looks familiar, but fights like the future. Welcome to U.S. and World Report, where we break down the most important developments shaping global military power. Today, we're diving deep into the F-15EX Eagle II, a jet igniting intense debate inside defense circles. Is this Boeing's masterstroke or a dangerous distraction? Stick around, because what you're about to discover may change how you see the future of air warfare. To understand the F-15EX, we have to go back to where it all began. The original F-15 Eagle first flew in 1972. It was built for one purpose only: absolute air superiority. The mission was simple: outfly, outfight, and outlast anything the Soviet Union could put in the sky. And it delivered. The F-15 has an undefeated combat record. Over 100 enemy aircraft shot down, 0 losses in air-to-air combat. That's not luck. That's elite engineering combined with elite pilots. For decades, the F-15 formed the backbone of U.S. air power, from Desert Storm to modern counter-terror operations. But here's the reality. Most F-15 C&D models are 30 to 40 years old. Their airframes are wearing out. Maintenance costs are exploding. The Air Force needed a solution, and it needed it now. Instead of building an entirely new aircraft, Boeing upgraded its most advanced F-15 variants, originally developed for allies like Qatar and Saudi Arabia, and pushed them even further for the U.S. Air Force. The result? A jet that looks like the classic Eagle, but is packed with 21st century technology. Now, many ask the obvious question, why not just buy more F-35s? The F-35 is stealthy, advanced, and lethal, but it's also expensive and maintenance heavy. Here's the surprise. An F-35 costs around $80+ million. An F-15EX costs about $87 million. So why buy a non-stealth jet at a similar price? Here's where things get interesting. If you believe the F-15 has earned its legendary status, type proud in the comments below. Why the F-15EX exists? The F-15EX is not trying to replace the F-35. It's designed to complement it. Think of it like this. The F-35 is a scalpel. Stealthy, precise, and surgical. The F-15EX is a sledgehammer. Fast, powerful, and heavily armed. To stay stealthy, the F-35 carries about 6 missiles internally. The F-15EX, 22 missiles. Yes, 22. That's more air-to-air firepower than any fighter in the U.S. inventory. For missions where stealth isn't critical, homeland defense, long-range missile launches, or rear area command, the F-15EX makes perfect sense. What makes it dangerous? The real game changer isn't just weapons, it's what's inside the jet. A PG-82 AESA radar tracks multiple targets at extreme ranges. EPAW, SS Electronic Warfare Suite, detects, jams, and counters threats automatically. Fully digital glass cockpit. Touchscreen displays similar to 5th-gen fighters. And here's something most people miss. The F-15EX uses an open mission systems architecture. That means new software, sensors, and weapons can be added quickly, without redesigning the aircraft. In modern warfare, adaptability is everything. This is where the controversy explodes. Boeing and the Air Force are calling the F-15EX a bridge to 6th-generation fighters. So what does 6th generation even mean? While definitions vary, most experts agree it includes artificial intelligence, manned-unmanned teaming, hypersonic weapons, directed energy systems, extreme range and networking. The U.S. Air Force's Next Generation Air Dominance (NGAD) program is already developing this future. Mostly in secrecy, the F-15EX is not a sixth-gen fighter. But here's the key point. It enables sixth-generation warfare. The F-15EX doesn't fight alone. It operates inside a fully connected battle space alongside F-35s, F-22s, satellites, drones, naval and ground systems. An F-35 can detect a target deep in enemy airspace. The F-15EX can launch missiles from hundreds of miles away without ever seeing the target itself. It can also carry hypersonic weapons, something even the F-35 can't do right now. Add to that, over 1,000 miles of range, speeds up to Mach 2.5, massive payload capacity, and you get a jet designed for endurance and dominance, not just penetration. The two-seat F-15EX is ideal for controlling loyal wingman drones. One crew member flies the aircraft. The other commands unmanned systems. It's like leading a small air force from a single cockpit. Critics argue the F-15EX is vulnerable in a high-end war with China. They warn that it lacks stealth. It could be forced to operate far from the fight. It may divert funding from true next-gen systems. Supporters counter with reality. The Air Force needs fighters now. Retiring old F-15s without replacements creates gaps. The F-15EX is cheaper to operate for many missions. It keeps pilots trained and production lines alive. Allies are interested, strengthening partnerships. The F-15EX is not the future, but it protects the future while it's being built. It adds depth, it adds flexibility, and in long conflicts, options matter. The Air Force plans to buy at least 104 F-15EXs, possibly more. And with continuous upgrades, the Eagle II could serve well into the 2040s and beyond. It won't always be the tip of the spear, but it will be the backbone. So that's the real story behind Boeing's bold move. The F-15EX isn't a sixth-generation fighter, but it's a critical piece of sixth-generation warfare. Smart strategy or controversial compromise? One thing is certain, the Eagle is not done yet. If you found this deep dive valuable, like the video, subscribe, and stay with US and World Report for more in-depth global defense analysis. Now we want to hear from you. Is the F-15EX the right call? Or should the Air Force go all in on next-generation platforms? Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.